Overnight scare. A mother runs into a grocery store and comes out to find her car and her sleeping child gone. How the ordeal ended.
A moment of terror for a restaurant owner and mother. She describes being robbed at gunpoint in front of her children.
And driver alert, put those cell phones down. The big change on the way for a whole lot of drivers in our area. Not being aware could cost you. Those stories and more on today's edition of The Lineup. It's Friday, May 30th, 2025.
Hey everyone, I'm NBC 10's Keith Jones.
And I'm NBC 10's Erin Coleman. Let's get you up to speed with what you need to know today, starting with that story that we started following as breaking news first thing this morning in Germantown. A little boy is back safe with his family after being taken by a thief who stole the car he was sleeping in. Get the story now from NBC 10's Katy Zachry.
Some scary and very tense moments for that mother who says she parked her car with it running in this parking lot and just ran into the grocery store, not wanting to bring her sleeping son in with her. This all happened around midnight. She says when she came out of the grocery store, her car with her 6-year-old son inside was gone. A 911 call from this Germantown grocery store around midnight reported to police the woman's car was stolen and her sleeping 6-year-old son in the back seat. On top of this all, the mom says her son was just treated for a broken leg, had just left a medical facility, and he had a cast on his leg and crutches in the back seat. Police say they immediately treated this as an abduction and searched the area throughout the city for her car. Within a half hour, they found it. They say just a block away from this grocery store. Police say whoever stole it left it running with the sleeping boy still inside in the back seat, and he was still asleep. Police say they have impounded that car. They're dusting it for prints as they still don't know the person or people who stole that car. Again, it was left running in this parking lot with the keys in the ignition. The boy was found to be okay. Police are looking at footage from surveillance video from cameras here in this parking lot, hoping that will lead them to the people responsible. Reporting from Germantown, Katy Zachry, NBC 10 News.
We are hearing from a Philadelphia restaurant owner who begged for her life as she was robbed in front of her children.
Listen to how it sounded. That's the owner of Shauna's Restaurant and Banquet Hall in Olney, screaming as she's robbed last Saturday night. Her children are right there the whole time. A man walked into her restaurant as she was closing, pointed a gun at her, and robbed her while her kids watched.
My kids started crying and everything. He came around like, have the gun on me, and I said, you can take whatever you want, just take it, but please don't hurt me. And my kids, please don't hurt my mommy, please don't hurt my mommy.
Shauna told us she's not scared and that she did reopen her restaurant. She hopes police catch the man. Police in Montgomery County, they're racing to put the brakes on a thief who rolls up to his robbery scenes on skates.
Hurry up! You think I'm kidding, man?
That's him inside the Luke Oil gas station on York Road in Abington last Sunday night. On the camera in the parking lot outside, you can see him rolling up on those inline skates. The clerk says he pointed a gun at him, threatened to pull the trigger. If you know who he is, call Abington police.
He just came and he saw me a gun, and I was like terrified that time. Then he said to me, give all your money. Then I gave all the money to him.
Police say the man's voice and his roller skates may be enough for people to recognize him. Well, in less than a week, police are going to start enforcing a new law in Pennsylvania that bans the use of handheld devices while driving.
It's aimed at keeping drivers safe. The law, which goes into effect on June 5th, even prohibits using handheld devices while sitting at a red light. The law is named after Paul Miller, a 21-year-old who was killed in 2010. Police say a man in a tractor trailer reached for his phone while driving, causing him to slam into Miller's car. His mother says officers will be handing out cards with Paul's story on them when they pull drivers over.
This is not the best legislation. I would have hoped for a complete ban, but I know that will never happen. But, it kind of got watered down a little bit, but it's really about education. We're not out trying to just pull people over to give them tickets.
Last year, PennDOT reported nearly 10,000 crashes involving distracted driving, with 6,000 injuries and 49 deaths. For the first year of the law, officers are just handing out warnings.
Music and pride are mixing this weekend in Philadelphia. The Roots Picnic will bring big names and crowds to the Mann Center in Fairmount Park.
Yeah, meanwhile, Pride Weekend kicks off today at the Museum of Art. The 600-foot Pride flag will be displayed there before ending up at the neighborhood, and celebrations will continue into Saturday and end Sunday with the Philly Pride March and Festival.
As for the Roots Picnic, it starts on Saturday, will go until Sunday at Fairmount Park. The event's also a stepping stone for aspiring students. On Thursday, Live Nation Urban took local students for a behind-the-scenes tour of the Roots Picnic at the Mann Center for the Performing Arts. It's a partnership that connects students from Overbrook High School and School of the Future to career paths in the music industry. This year's Roots Picnic will feature Grammy Award-winning artist Maxwell as the headliner. Lenny Kravitz will also take the stage along with Philadelphia's own Meek Mill. It kicks off Saturday, and tickets are still available.
This is the year that we wanted to really just expand the idea of what the Roots Picnic was. Like, we have like art displays and gaming tents. You know, like our spades tournament is very popular, but there's so much more.
The music festival kicks off Saturday. We've got your full guide to this year's Roots Picnic on our website, NBC10.com, and on the free NBC 10 app. All right, the Phillies open a series with the Brewers tonight at Citizens Bank Park.
Yeah, this team split Thursday's doubleheader with the Braves, we should say. Some Olympic heroes helped get things started. Check out the gold medal-winning women's 4x4 team from the Paris Olympics. They throw out the ceremonial first pitch before the Phillies game. They'll be competing in this weekend's Grand Slam track event at Franklin Field. And if you can't make it out in person, you can stream their performance live via the Peacock app. Coverage of Grand Slam track begins at 4 o'clock tomorrow. And as we wrap up Mental Health Awareness Month, there's a special place in Northeast Philadelphia that's helping veterans find joy after witnessing the horrors of war.
NBC 10's Matt DeLucia took a trip to see how an old, empty field is changing lives.
Whoever says gardening is therapy probably didn't have to plant an entire field.
There's a lot of repetition.
This really works.
A big job made easier when you have an army.
We bring them in trays and drop them off here and put them in the ground.
It's not much to look at for now, but in time, these rows and rows of sunflowers.
Well, I was here over the weekend.
It may just bring a bit of brightness to those in darkness.
It's a good, quiet place.
John is a veteran, and so is Mike.
You know, I have PTSD, I struggle.
The ravages of combat too often take a bitter toll.
It's when you go home, what are you going to do? How are you going to do something different? And this is something different.
Gardening and digging in the soil is a very therapeutic way to heal.
And at the corner of McGargy and Dittman Streets, the heroic gardens emerge from the ground, a symbol of new life.
It's safe here.
An emotional oasis.
Like, it's in the city, but you don't feel like you're in the city.
Veterans typically tend to stay to themselves and they hold things in and they don't ask for help.
PTSD makes it really hard to see any kind of future. And there's a way that the plants make me not so worried about that. It's just, oh, what do they need today? Oh, they need some water.
Knowing the beauty that lies within.
You know, I can't wait to see July or August when they're all blooming. It should be pretty amazing.
A field of hope.
Do it like a real farm.
Matt DeLucia, NBC 10 News.
What a beautiful story.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And really touching the resources there, too, offered by them.
Absolutely. That does it for today's edition of The Lineup.
Yep, for Erin Coleman, I'm Keith Jones. You can get NBC 10 News updates right here on the NBC 10 app and catch us weekday mornings from 5 to 7 a.m. Have a great day and a great weekend.
See ya.